Welcome back to Black Clover Anime Review, episode number 43. This is where I'm reviewing the 93rd episode of the anime, which is basically the name of the Wizard King, Julius Novachrono, and the 213th chapter of the manga, The Great Soul Tree. This episode is adapted basically from chapters 144 and 45, and pretty much adapts the first 3 pages of chapter 146. Yeah, it doesn't go any further than that. With this particular episode, we have pretty much the continuation and the conclusion of the fight between Julius and the leader of the United Sun, Lasant. Yeah, and it's a big, humongous brawl that pretty much does heavy damage to the Clover Kingdom Palace. Yeah, and apparently the king of the Clover King doesn't care that the fact that his house is being trashed by the United Sun. It's like, here's some rumbling, but no, he prefers a good company of ladies. The ladies suspect what's going on, but he's a complete buffoon. He's oblivious to the fact that his house is being attacked by a terrorist. Yep, and they fight for a good period of time. I got handed to the animation. They did a really good job with this animation when it comes to a big brawl. And it's like, he goes freaking nuts, basically stopping various sword attacks on him. And eventually, Lasat does a thinkable, launching his big light sword attack on the entire country. So, what the Wizard King does is he uses his big time spell. Of course, you get a chance to see his Grimoire. It is huge. It's the size of a freaking building. Oh my gosh, it's the size of a circular skyscraper. Of a skyscraper, this is the size of roughly a 20-story skyscraper. That's a circular. I've seen these type of buildings. About a quarter of that size. Man, this thing is huge and has got no cover on it. And this apparently has all of Julius's magic. Now, usually grimoires basically are sized so they put in your pocket. This thing has to be carried around by his magic itself. It's freaking huge. Yep. Then he uses his almighty spell to stop Lasat's attack, and then Lasat uses that point, the opportunity, to stab him take a light sword and stab the Wizard King in the heart. Right through the freaking chest. And this is seen by Yumi, who basically notices the battle going on, and of course Wizard King's assistant. Basically, yeah, he notices it too. So calm down, contact all the wizard, all the members of all the magical kingdoms. Now, here's the thing: a lot of these magical squad captains are basically at the IMAX headquarters and beating the crap out of the members. Some of them, anyway. They say about 4 or 5 of them are, and luckily enough, Yumi is actually in the area. He knows what the heck is going on. Goes on his broomstick. Yes, he has a broomstick. People are thinking only witches use broomsticks. Yeah, that's how the magical knights basically get. That's their transportation. It's a broomstick because his normal ride is in the hospital. Yeah, because Fenrir's still in the hospital after his brother put some holes in him, though he's lucky if he's still alive. Yep. And then he sees that Lasat killing him, and then the episode ends basically with him saying that he is vengeance. Vengeance, what have you done? Yep. And of course, you have a payday Clover moment just before the preview for next week's episode, where basically it's the assistant trying to contact all the magic knights and keeps getting the wrong number. One it's a hot spring, one's a restaurant, and of course, old lady's house. Yeah, he just gives up. Eventually, he's calm down, calm down. Eventually, he does. It's just a joke. But it's some of the stuff's not canon per se. The only I can say is probably canon is probably the competition between Fauna and Mars. That's the only one I can think of that probably is canon. But this was a really good episode. And a very tragic one too, especially since we see the death of the Wizard King. A character has been there since since the beginning of the series. And it's something though, that the guy has been there since episode 2 or 3, and he gets killed off in episode 93. Well, he dies in the manga, so kill him off in the show. Now let's talk about the newest chapter of the manga, The Great Soul Tree. We see that the first Wizard King, and pretty much everybody who's with him, along with, I think it's Lasat, Asha, and all of a sudden Charmy basically shows up. It's I'm never let you go again. He's Let go of him, ready, you five-headed raccoon. Yeah, that's basically his bell. It's like, huh? You're back normal, Charmy? Yes, I thought I'd become my normal slim total babe. Okay. Yeah, it's like, what are you saying? That was really amazing, wasn't it? What are you saying? I'm always a sexy total babe. Huh? Really? It's so funny. The fact that I think this is Mimosa basically doing this. Yeah, with this face is so funny. It's like, what are you doing here, Charmy? If you know or Yummy Foo is around, no matter where it is, I'll be there. Okay, fine. Then we have Captain Silver basically just trying to figure, like, say, enough chit chat, let's try to get out of here. We stop the elf rampage of the kingdom. And from what I can tell, they get out of the palace. Finding revenge. Yeah, then Lasat basically. Tells us to try to get. It goes to basically just calms the break down. And frees some of the people who. And basically gives back the sword that he took from. It takes the sword that he took from Asha a while back. I think he gives it back to him. And basically kind of frees himself from Vanchance. And Vanchance goes back to his normal self. Of course, Julius like, Captain Vanchance. Patri, yeah, that's Lasat's real name. Like I said, Lonely basically freed himself from him. And then he just took the time to pretty much free everybody else who was basically possessed by the elves. Yep, with the Great Soul Tree. And of course, we see Mimosa and Noel and Asha seeing the free of everybody from the elfin possession. And everybody's freed, no problem. Everybody's pretty much back. Heck, even the guy from the third eye basically is somewhat normal. And then we see that, well, Yami and Shara basically Charlotte. She leaves Charlotte's body. It's like, I return the body's owner, as the body's virtual owner. And of course, well, Charlotte falls right on Yumi's like, huh? Well, the woman's in love with him. One of like two women in love with him, of course, is Vanessa. Of course, passing on, of course, it says his goodbyes to the first Wizard King. He's like, so the one-sided body was your... Huh. So apparently, is Lasat's son, apparently. And Asha basically tried to get back his grimoire. It's like, no, that grimoire already belongs to you. I'll travel with you in the future. He goes, thank you. Present day, magic, Knights of the Clover Kingdom. Wow. A really good end, basically tying up a loose end with the whole crazy elves thing. Yeah, but who knows what's going to happen in next week's chapter, but this chapter was really good. Nice wrap-up, basically, a loose end, so the devil's gone, so this chapter doesn't have a particular battle, per se. It's just Lasat, basically, releasing all the elf spirits and possessing all these people. Mm-hmm. Yep. I give this chapter roughly a 10 out of 10. It's a really good chapter, very tragic, too. And it's really good. And I'm looking forward to coming next. I think this might be the end of this particular arc. Yes, I think this chapter might be the end of this arc. This one goes on to chapter 133. This is a chapter 213. So that means this arc is especially going on for 81 chapters. It's already the longest arc of the series. And I think we might be going on in our arc next. Maybe we'll decide who next Wizard King is. Who knows? Maybe do some epilogue stuff for this particular arc. But I think this particular chapter, yeah, this arc is pretty much over, from what I can tell. Mm-hmm. But who knows what's going to happen next. We'll find out when the next chapter comes out, which will come out later on this week. But I'll probably review it probably next week. But I'll read it definitely when it comes out. But I'll review it when the next episode of the anime comes out, okay? So yeah, that's it for this particular review. My next review, Comic Corner. Yep. But to this next review, bye.